Hey folks, Grant from Gunspot here for the ArmoryLife.com. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the Bushnell forged binoculars 15 to 56 and the Bushnell Nitro 10 to 42. This was the pair of binoculars that I used the most for the NRL Hunter match. It's the Bushnell Nitro 10 by 42. I found them to be small enough that I was able to keep them around my neck, so I had quick access to them. There were times where maybe I would have liked maybe a tiny bit more power, but I couldn't have sacrificed having the forged models, which are 15 power, around my neck. They would have just been too bulky for me to have that plus my rangefinder and not have them, strangling me or getting in to my shooting position and posture. But I found them to be really good. They're great clarity. It's surprising when I first popped the lens covers down on the forged models. I glassed across the road from my house, and I was looking out towards the Kansas line, and man, I was seeing, dust flying off the grass and brush, and, they've got fantastic glass in them. They're really crisp and clear. Me personally, I like good optics, and so I've always spent a fair amount of budgetary expenditures, a healthy amount of budgetary expenditures on good glass, and so they performed really well. I had no issues with them whatsoever. I like that the objective lens caps are not something that you have to kind of keep a hold of. They're attached to. That was a fantastic thing, especially when you're tromping through snow and it's flying up. The last thing you want to do is get your lenses full of snow or debris that is reducing your visual clarity, that is holding you back from finding your targets and spotting your targets. So they were great in that regard. I really didn't have a fogging issue in this particular day. I was kind of expecting with the cold temperatures to have some fog ups, and I didn't. Really, what I've liked about both of these optics is that a lot of optics out there, especially the cheaper optics, they will adjust so easily that just any little bump and they're out of focus. And these really both stayed in focus. I had very little adjustments once I got them set that had to happen. Of course, some adjustments are going to take place when you're shoving them inside your coat and everything's a race and you're running and sprinting and running through brush and all that stuff. But it really stayed put where you needed it to stay, so that it was accessible when you needed it. So I liked both of them for that particular value. Now, as far as the forge, like I said, they're a little bit too big for what I felt like I needed for this particular match. But one thing that I really liked was the ability to mount them up and to use them on a tripod. Very fantastic design that allows you to do that, utilizing your standard tripod mounting. I've always used spotting scopes, and man, you really wouldn't need a spotting scope when you've got these good 15 power optics. I wish in some respects that I wasn't shooting the match at times, so that I could have pulled these out and utilize my tripod to catch some bullet trace, because they're right at that right power range that is going to allow you, when you position yourself correctly behind a shooter, to catch bullet trace, and the clarity on them was fantastic. So it's a nice setup that you can mount your optics to a tripod and use it in that spotting or bird watching or a variety of different skills that you would use optics for. Man, they'll do the job.
Hey there, don't close this video out yet. First of all, let me thank you for watching this video on the Armory Life. Now what I want you to do is head over to our Gunspot YouTube channel, watch some videos, and be sure to subscribe over there. Gun-related channels like ours need your help to grow, so help us grow our channel. Go check it out.